Hi, good evening, viewers. A very happy Dhanteras, which we have just crossed, I guess, 5-10 minutes back, and a very happy Choti Diwali. Since I'm speaking with you on an occasion which is a festivity, and the festive season has begun long back, as far as for us, I guess the world over. So let me talk about not festivities but happiness, which is a bank account. In fact, life is all about a bank account from where we keep withdrawing. And how is it a bank account? So for that, I'll read out a story to you. So there was this old man who was 95 years old, and he lost his wife who was 93. And then he registered himself with an old age home where he was to go and spend the rest of his life. Uh, Not very much like what happens in India. In fact, in India, I don't really think we have these such wonderful old age homes. The sorts that I have seen are very scary. But this, in the foreign countries, the culture is such that they don't stay with their children because, truly speaking, proximity creates reason for us to intensely indulge too much beyond requirement into each other's life, and that is when we find mistakes and we find really reason to crib. So distance makes the heart grow fonder. That's how I guess they believe in this proverb. So he refused to go and stay with his children, and he came to the old age home. He went to the counter, the reception, and he told the man there that I'm so and so, and I had registered to come and live here. And so the man on the counter told him that, sir, please go and sit in the lounge area by the time I do the paperwork. Now this man came in, this old man came in, sat down in the lounge area, very healthy and healthy in the sense a 95-year-old healthy man, as in a healthy man at that age would be. He sat down there and he kept looking around at people, at the window, at the curtains, at the lounge, at the decor, at the aesthetics, at various things, and there was a smile, not a grin, a smile on his face, not a sly grin, a nice smile, not a laughter, a smile on his face. Even if people were not wishing him, he was looking at people and nodding his head with a smile. In return, what he got was a smile. In return, what he got was a nod. In return, what he got was greetings. So, and this man on the counter, as he was doing the paperwork, kept looking at the old man. After a little while, he walked up to the old man and said, sir, please walk with me, and your room is ready and the paperwork is done, so I'll walk you to your room. He said thank you, and he started, he was carrying his trolley bag, and he said, let's walk. So they were walking up to the room, and he continued, that smile remained. That smile that was plonked on his face remained. It was static. It would mellow down, and it would become stronger, mellow down, become stronger, and he continuously kept looking at people crossing him in the lobby as they were walking up to the room, and nodding at them, greeting them, salutations in his own way, smiling at them, and the friendship started happening between him and the people who were, maybe some had come to meet their parents or the people staying there, and they finally reached the room. And as he entered the room, even before the room was opened by that man, he started smiling again. And as he entered, he looked around at the room and he started smiling again and said, and was amply in gratitude to that man who had walked him up till the room and said thank yous, and blessed him, and was appalled as if so. He was so happy. He showed his gratitude in such a manner as if God had come down on earth and given his life back to him. Now, at this point of time, this man, who must have been about 30 or 35 years of age, looked at him and said, sir, I didn't understand. I mean, I have a question to ask. You've put me into a lot of pondering that I've been doing ever since you've entered this old age home. And the man yet again smiled and said, yes, what is your question? Why is it that you're pondering? So the man told him, ever since you've entered, you've been smiling. As I walked up to the room, you kept smiling. Now you did not know which room was I taking you to. You did not know who would be your who would be the roommate that you will share the room with. You did not know whether the curtains would be nice or not. You did not know whether the ambience would be nice or not. You did not know whether your window, the window of the room in which you are going to stay, would open into a beautiful scenic area, or would it open into a dump yard or a garbage yard. You knew nothing. You don't know how the food over here is going to be. You know nothing. What were you so happy about? You've just lost your wife just a few days back. I was expecting you to be absolutely distorted, and in fact, I was all ready to read out your story to my friends as a heart-wrenching story. To that, this man very calmly replied, saying that, "Tell me something, my dear boy. If I had walked in unhappy and sad and with tears, could you have brought my wife back to life?" He said, "No." Then he asked him another question. He said, "I am 95. My doctors say I have no problems. I am eating normal medicines that at this age I should be. I have no grave injury or problem because of which it has been declared that I am going to die very soon. I am 95, I will die at a time when death will come, and the doctors have told me that I may go on to live another 10 years. So because I don't have any such problem or illness, so can you help me die tomorrow morning or right now, because I don't want to live without my wife?" The boy said no. The man said no. He said, "As I walked in, whatever this old age home has, the beauty, the walls, or the aesthetics, or the people, or my roommate, or for that reason, the mattress, or the cushion, the covers, the curtains, or where would the window open to, if I crib about all that, can you change anything?" He said no. He said that at the most, what would you do? At the most, the man said, "I can change your room from here to there." Can you? Nothing much, nothing more than that. Can you change the size of the bed? Can you make things here to my comfort zone as they were in my house? The man said no, because the old age home was home to so many of them, and everyone with a different requirement, which could not have been met. So the old man said that, therefore, the day I lost my wife, I realized, in fact, long before that I had gone, that I'm going to lose her. And I lost her. And I also know that I have to live my life, because I'm not going to go and commit suicide. Now, how do I live my life after that? Completely and in totality depends on me. I can become a burden on my children. I can make them crib about my proximity with them, and living with them, I will end up interfering in their lives without wanting to do so. I will, because they are my children. So whenever I see them doing something, I may not be happy about it, and I will end up interfering with them. So I decided not to stay with them, and I came to this old age home where you cannot change anything for me. I have to live here, God knows for how many years. It could be a year, it could be 10 years. So why? That is the reason I have decided, and that is how I know, and that is what life has taught me, that to be happy or to not be happy is my own decision. There is nothing around me that can decide my happiness, not even my own wife or my own child, nothing in this world. Because I have seen life as a bank account. What I deposit in my bank account right now is, in the next moment that I live, I withdraw from the previous moment. And so every moment I keep depositing, every moment that I live is a deposit that is going into that bank account. And every next moment that I live is a withdrawal from that bank account. I deposit agony, my next moment is going to be agony, because I withdraw agony. I deposit a smile, my next moment is going to be a smile, because I withdraw a smile. This moment is compliments that I gave to people, and in return what I get is thank yous, blessings, gratitude. My next moment is going to be blessings that I give to others, gratitude that I extend to others, compliments that I give to others, because I have withdrawn that. So what this man told the boy, what this old man told that young man was that I am 95, you are 35. I am what 60 years ahead of you, and I am telling you this. Don't live till the age of 95 to realize that life is a bank account. Every moment is a bank account. Unknowingly, there is nobody there who is a depositor. There is no checkbook from where there is a withdrawal you are going to do. Unknowingly, knowingly, every moment of your life is a bank account. Your life is a bank account. And every moment that you are living, you are depositing in that bank account. Every moment is getting deposited. That moment could be agonies, could be benevolence, could be magnanimity, could be gratitudes, could be smiles, compliments, thank yous, sorries, vengeance, venom, whatever it may be. It's all getting deposited there. And the next moment is withdrawal from there. And that next moment, whatever is withdrawn, again that withdrawal gets deposited there. So if my moments have been of venom and agony, I have venom and agony in my life, because in every moment I withdraw and I deposit. I withdraw and I deposit. I'm withdrawing and depositing only venom and agony. So therefore, it's all venom and agony that's coming out. So somewhere it has to be the point of let go. It has to be the point of understanding this very simple fact of agony and gratitude. And of how life is a bank account and how we live life, understanding that happiness is whether I want it to be happiness or I don't want it to be. And medicine says the same thing. When somebody has a heart attack, he's told, you've lived so many years of your life with so much of heartache, with so much of stress. Finally, the body has reciprocated. The body has not been able to take it. And there you are, sugar, acidities, or problems. Just a few hours ago, before, as of now, I was in a party and I was speaking with a lady. And I was telling her that I read somewhere long back that your stomach happens to be your first brain and your mind is your second brain. The first impact is on your gut. I have harmed myself, so I can talk about it. I have a severe indigestion and stomach problem. And it all has started happening to me because from my day one of my life, as I started growing into becoming a girl and then a woman, I am a very hyper person. I am hypersensitive. I take things right here to my heart. Yes, I keep my heart in my hand and work. I love people a lot. I don't know how to be venomous, but then I take all of that brunt inside. And what happens? The moment is full of agony because the brunt is of agony. And the next moment, I take it and I carry it there. And the vengeance comes out on whom? It comes out on God, because He will not leave me and go away. It comes out on my daughter and my husband, because they are not going to leave me and go away. It comes out on my parents, because they are not going away anywhere. But it doesn't come out on the world. There I have a smile on my face, because the world is going to leave me and go away if I don't behave myself. So I better behave myself and show that this moment has happiness, whereas it had venom. And the result is all of this that I kept withdrawing from the last moment, previous moment, and putting into the living this moment, and again withdrawing from this moment and living the next moment, it had an impact on my gut finally about 6-7 years back. And I had this severe problem which I carry till now. I take 24 hours to digest food. My digestion has become very weak. I can't eat most of the things that I've loved to eat all my life. Who have I harmed? I've harmed myself. You want to be 48? Like the man told that young boy that you want to be 95 to realize this. So I'm asking all of you. You want to reach the age of 48 where you are eating 20 medicines a day? I have no organic problem. I have no problem at all. My entire problem is the moments from where I have been withdrawing were full of agony, vengeance, anger. Why? Because I was giving to the world gratitude. I was giving to the world benevolence. I was giving to the world smiles, thank yous, sorries. But my problem was I was expecting the same in return. I'm still like that. I haven't changed. I haven't changed in totality. Probably a little bit, a wee bit, I should say. But I haven't changed in totality. And what happened? My that expectation is what has led me to the problem finally, where my first mind, my first brain, my gut, my stomach got the effect came there, and the result today I can't eat what I want to. I can't be a part of the same time zone like everybody else. I have to wait 24 hours before I take the next meal. My hunger has gone down. I am on medicines because to control that anxiety of my gut. Because if I can't control the gut, God forbid, it will have an impact on my mind. So don't do that to yourself. Every moment, even when you are listening to me, you are either harming yourself or helping yourself, and it is going into the next moment. That is what that man at 95 told the man at 35, and at 48, I am telling you, when I was studying my psychometric analysis course, my trainer told me, he said, Ritu, you're going to be a very good psychometric analyst. You're going to do a great job as a trainer. And you know why he said that to me? He said that to me because I am wearing the shoes. I am living the life of every word that I speak with you. And when I'm living the life and I'm wearing the shoes, I know where it pinches. I know where it hurts. And I know how it can harm you. And that's why I come with these real things to you. So don't do it to yourself. Come out of it. Live in the moment. Be in the moment. Stop doing things in life. Start being in life. Don't be a human doing. There is no word as a human doing. Become a human being. The being is important. The doing is rubbish. That will kill you. Don't end up in that ruining. And if you haven't opened your bank account, because the bank account is there. If you haven't opened it and realized it is there, open it right now. Open it right now. Smile as you close my video. The deposit will happen. And tomorrow morning when you wake up, or tomorrow when you wake up, or whenever you see my video, and after that, the next moment, there will be a smile on your face. Say thank you. Say I love you. Show your wounds. Your gut will not have an impact. You'll show your wound, you'll find a healer somewhere. Yes, there will be people who laugh, let them laugh. Show your wounds. I did not show mine. It's too late in life now. But I still show my wounds. Show your wounds. Talk it out. Catch hold of a friend. Go out, have a cup of coffee. Even if somebody doesn't want to listen, assume that somebody is listening and talk. And the healing will happen. And find your healers in disguise and open your bank account right now, and you'll be a happier person. So from here, now, from me, adieu, good night, hasta la vista, God bless you. A very, very happy and prosperous Diwali and a fantastic festive season. I'll see you after Diwali now. Bye-bye.